Hey, y'all, welcome back. Decide Your Best Life podcast. And I am so grateful that you're here for this mindset mastery kind of devotional series that I am doing, these mini episodes. And I hope you're enjoying the first three. If you didn't check them out, be sure to check them out. Yesterday, I did an episode on what I think is my favorite thing ever, which might be the affirmations. I've created my life on a sticky note. And yesterday, I gave a few affirmations that have really helped me. And I could probably do thousands of others, but my goal is to make these mini episodes under 15 minutes for you. So I hope you're enjoying it thus far. And today I am talking about how to develop self-confidence. And I want to give you just like this mini condensed version. However, if you have ever listened to me before, if you listen to my full-length podcast, or perhaps you follow me over on Instagram, or you're one of my amazing clients, or perhaps a past client, or maybe I don't even know you exist and you are going to be one of my future clients. I'm so excited you're here. But all of my clients know that I am a person who tells you that things don't happen overnight. It takes time. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put in the effort. And yet it is the best work you will ever do. So today's mini episode is on developing self-confidence. And I wanted to give you an example of times where I felt completely unconfident, unconfident, how you're supposed to say it. Again, I am far from perfect. Words are not my best friend. And if you ask my husband, numbers are far from my best friend, but thank God for a calculator. So inconfident, unconfident, I don't even know how you're supposed to say it. Isn't that pathetic? I'm a confidence coach, mindset coach, performance coach. And is it inconfident or unconfident? I don't know. Text me, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram, or just continue to listen. And does it really fucking matter? Absolutely not. But I wanted to give you a few examples of, even though I am a very confident person now, I still have moments where I'm nervous. I still have moments where I doubt myself. I don't know if that will ever go away. However, I will tell you my internal confidence. And that's what I want, folks, because I will tell you, there is people that come off confident. And I remember in college, my golf coach told me that I was called the intimidator. I intimidated people around me. I had no clue that I was doing it. And I promise you this is true. I had no clue that I was doing it. And yet everyone, or a lot of people apparently, were intimidated by me. And the funny thing is I really wasn't that confident back in college. I really only kind of started diving into this mindset work, the power of the mind, building confidence, becoming this person who is super confident. I have only been doing this work for like 15 years. And you might go, oh my God, that's a long time. Or you might go, oh my God, that's a hot minute. Either way, I will tell you, it is the long game in order to do this. But now I will tell you, I am an extremely confident person. And I do believe that there's a difference between, confidence and cockiness. I'm not going to tell you I know everything. Hell, I just told you I don't even know if it's inconfident or unconfident, whatever it is. But I do know enough about myself to know that I am confident in who I am and what I can do. And if you put something in front of me and if I want it bad enough, I know for damn sure I'm going to accomplish it. But there's been so many times where I have not been confident. Let me start with like the beginning. I remember the very first golf tournament I ever played. I happened to win it. And it was like literally like, that's the craziest story ever, but that's for a whole nother podcast. Of course I was nervous. Of course I wasn't confident. The first time I played a college golf tournament, of course I wasn't confident. Of course I was nervous. The first time I played a pro tournament, the first time I went to LPGA Tour School, the first time I hosted a corporate event, the first time that I remember the first client to this day. Oh my gosh, she's such a great human. I won't say her name because I still think to this day, 8 or 9 years later, probably 7 or 8 years later, I'm so bad with numbers again. What year is it? 2024? Hello. Anyway, all of that to be said, even my very first client, I was scared to death. Even still to this day, when I bring on a new client, I literally pray like a crazy person because I'm like, please, God, just speak through me. Give me the right thing to impact this person. But of course, I'm nervous. Of course, I am, I don't feel 100% confident all the time. But I am a person who 100% knows that she can trust herself to build the confidence. And that's what I want to talk about today. So again, no matter where you're at, no matter what it is, it could be business, it could be a relationship, it could be, for myself, golf, coaching, speaking, podcasting, whatever it is. You don't think I was fucking not confident my very first podcast? I've been doing hundreds of podcasts, literally hundreds of my own and other people's over the last 5 years. I've been doing other people's, and last 3 years doing mine full time. And of course I wasn't that confident in the beginning. However, let me tell you how you build that confidence, and something that I believe to be true, and most people don't really think about it, but confidence in yourself and confidence in what it is that you want to be good at is built behind the scenes, is built where people are not noticing what you're doing. It is the shit that you do that no one notices. It's the shit that you do that you don't put on social media. It is the person that you are. I've said it on my full-length podcast, the Decide It's Your Turn podcast, and over on my Instagram at @bchristina. I've said this 100 times, is that like one of the greatest compliments I could ever receive is that I am the same person on and off social media, on and off my podcast. And people who know me, who really know me, know that I walk the walk and talk the talk. Like, am I perfect? Fuck no. Do I have bad days? Absolutely. Do I, some days not work out and eat ice cream? Probably a lot more than you think. I always work out because I love to walk. I love to do that. But like, I eat like shit sometimes. Like, it is what it is. But I am the same person on and off the screen. And I will tell you, if you're wanting to build your self-confidence, you have to be that person. You have to embody that person. I remember first time I heard someone says, be the person that you want to be. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck does that even mean? But it's like, be that person. Show up as your highest self already. If you're not an extremely confident person, how do you show up as a confident person? What does a confident person do? Does a confident person lay down? Does a confident person talk negatively to themselves? Does a confident person, say no to everything behind the scenes? Does a confident person not willing to do the work? Does a confident person not try to figure out a way to yes? No, a confident person is being that version of themselves. So if that's annoying to you, I totally get it. But also think about what I'm saying. Like, how do you be the person? How do you be the confident version of yourself before you think you're that person? It's like, what do they say? It's like fake it till you make it. Well, not really faking it, but like just be that person. Be the person. Think about your ideal self, the most confident version of yourself. What does that highest version of yourself do today? And if you can start doing those things today, you will start becoming that version of yourself. So when I'm not feeling confident in something, so right now I have an opportunity to do something that I've never done before. It's a huge opportunity for me. And am I nervous? You can bet your fucking ass I'm nervous. I was nervous writing the fucking proposal. I was nervous pretending like I was like, oh yeah, for sure, I'll just send you a proposal. And then like I shut my computer. I'm like, oh motherfucker, how do I do this? Like, of course, like that's just how everyone does it. Like, newsflash, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what stage of the journey. You should always be in those situations if you want to continue to grow and become that highest version of yourself. But number one, it's okay to suck. Like in the beginning of my podcast, hopefully today, 3 years later in my own podcast, hopefully I'm better today than I was on episode number 1. Why? Because I'm going to figure it out until it fucking works. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to find a way to yes. I'm going to do, what they say in athletics, obviously I come from an athletic background. I'm obsessed with sports. Like I'm obsessed with greatness. Like I'm obsessed with people who are so fucking good, like a Jordan, a Tiger, a Kobe, like, Jeter, whatever it is. Like I'm obsessed with the way that they think and how they act. I find it so interesting. Like it makes me so excited even talking about it. But like, those people say in athletics, it takes 10,000 hours to get good at something. So like, what are you doing in order to build your confidence to get 10,000 hours under your belt? I talk to people all the time. They're like, oh, I'm nervous to do this, or I think I'm going to suck. It's like, yep, you're probably going to suck. And yep, you're going to be nervous. Like newsflash, everyone else is. You're not, you're not that special. Everyone else is. The difference between the people who make it and the people who don't are the people that just fucking do it. And like, you can suck in the beginning. You should suck in the beginning, because why wouldn't you? Like people, like it just makes so much sense to me, because it's like, duh, you're gonna suck in the beginning, and that's okay. You have to be willing to suck in the beginning. You have to be willing to put in the 10,000 hours. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes to become that version of yourself, you know? And one other thing too, I always say is like, you can borrow people's confidence, but also what area are you already confident in? So perhaps you're not very confident in a public speaking, like perhaps speaking in front of, 1,000 people makes you want to shit your pants. Well, what area are you confident in? Maybe you're confident in your writing skills. Maybe you're confident in your podcasting skills because you're talking to yourself in this camera. Well, how did you get confident at that? Chances are you did it. Chances are you figured out how to get better each and every single time. Well, it's not rocket science, guys. It's the same exact thing. So figure out what you are confident in and see what you did in that area. And then just use the same formula. I'm assuming you tried it, you studied other people, you invested in yourself, you figured out, watched YouTube videos, read books, asked questions, paid attention to people who were good at it. It's not really rocket science, but also it takes work. Building self-confidence takes work. And a lot of people want to fast track. I'm not telling you that having someone walk beside you. I always I'm a fucking coach. People pay me to help them fast track time. I pay all the time to fast track time. Why would I want to learn something that I can learn it 10 times quicker by paying a certain amount of money to learn it from someone else? It's not again, it's none of this is rocket science, but it's just a matter of doing it. It's a matter of getting out of your own way. It's a matter of doing it no matter what. It's a matter of becoming the person who does the things that other people do in order to have the level of self-confidence and self-trust, behind the scenes. I think the behind the scenes part is the part that I really want you to understand, because I think unfortunately and fortunately, we live in a time of social media where people are on social media, they're showing you the final product, they're not showing you the full story. There's a lot of liars out there, if I'm being 100% honest with you. There's a lot of people who are just lying their way through life. But there's also people too that just give you the 10%. Maybe they're not lying, but they're only showing you 10% of the journey. I'm not telling you I show you 100% of my life, because I don't, but I do show a lot of my life. And I have told you from the beginning that I haven't always been confident. I haven't always been the person that I can depend on, because I know I can depend on myself. I'm not, I haven't always been positive. I haven't always found a way to yes. I haven't always been the person who knows that she will figure it out no matter what. But, 15 years later, I am that person. I am a confident person. Am I confident in everything? No. But if I want to be, I know from my other behaviors in other arenas where I am confident, I can borrow that confidence to build my confidence in that other area. So I hope this helps you guys today. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. It's behind the scenes. It's doing the reps. It's learning from other people. It's fast tracking time. And that's how you build confidence. It's behind the scenes, and you want to do the work, because even though it's quote unquote work, you guys, literally this type of work, building your confidence, building your self-trust, it's the best work you can ever do. I'm not telling you it's easy, but gosh dang it, it is so fulfilling and it is so worth it. And you can decide your best life. You guys, tomorrow I am going to be, I don't even know what number this is. This is the 5th day we've been doing this, which is really cool. So Monday to Friday, check out these short podcasts. The full length Decide It's Your Turn podcast comes out on Thursday. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about that still small voice. For me, it's God. For you, it can be source, universe, doorknob. I don't really care. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'll see you then.